What a time it was to be around 29 years ago, especially when you think about Black America, when you think about the historical implications from legal and from a visual. You had the OJ case and the not guilty verdict, which I felt that was the only verdict. And then you had the Million Man March, Minister Farrakhan hosting it. What an incredible 2 weeks in October that was 29 years ago. I don't think you're going to ever see anything like that again. I really don't. I think those were like two monumental moments that happened within 2 weeks of one another. And the OJ verdict was because it was poetic justice, because of the sense that a black man could defend himself, and it proved the facts that not guilty. Timelines and everything else didn't add up. And people who are being real and honest about it know that it didn't add up. So you can deny all you want. The bottom line is that there was a whole nation to this day, some people who did not accept it for what it was, but yet they want to tell you how great the country is, make it make sense with that. Then you had the Million Man March, where some people were hating in the media because they didn't think that black men could come together in unity from all backgrounds, all sectors of the United States, and to be under when Minister Farrakhan was the master of ceremony. And Jesse Jackson was talking about rock powder and the different various chemicals involved that have unfortunately incarcerated black men disproportionately on that new plantation called prison, which has been around for quite a while. When you look at the totality of those two historical events and they happen within 2 weeks of one another, what a time it was. What a moment in history. But the school books ain't going to tell you about it. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to paint O.J. Simpson in a favorable light, and they're not going to paint Minister Louis Farrakhan in a favorable light. But those were two historical moments, the history moments of justification, and also how things reshaped the course for those particular moments in time. October 95 was unlike anything else I can ever recall. It really hit different. It really hit different. And so it took upon an intriguing contrast of how brothers was trying to come into their own. That was a show and call in response to unity. You know, needed to happen. And when you think about that historical 2 week period in October, you go from a verdict was the trial of the century to a Million Man March. Both things they told you could not happen. Both things they told you could not happen. They don't think that a black man was going to be able to defend himself in a court of law, and he did. And they didn't think that black men could be civil enough to meet up in a historical monument in D.C. and be at peace and come with tranquility and come with love and honor and respect. How did we get to the baseness of what hip hop bestowed upon and all the same problems we've had of division and divide? We had a very powerful moment at that particular juncture. So how do you get to that? Where are you at? You have to ask yourself those questions in 2024 as we almost get into 2025. How did they get to come together in the most oddest of situation in a very time period when it was always been hostility? Makes you wonder, makes you think. But a peaceful movement. That's the reality. Could that happen again? Would you like to see it happen again? The kind of things, that kind of energy. So it's definitely a moment in time. What a powerful 2 weeks in 95 from OJ to the Million Man March. And people were civil and they were holding up one another for a moment and had a lot to say and a lot to reflect on. But tell me what you're thinking. If you were around that time, how did it make you feel? How does it hit now, thinking about it in hindsight, almost 30 years later? And what is the message? And do you think things have gotten better or worse, or you're indifferent? And where we've been and where we need to go? Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shader if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay real, stay focused, stay woke, stay on it. I'm out one time. Peace.